Here we are in another season, getting closer to that invasion. I think it's gonna happen eventually. It's autumn. Yes, this leather stockpile got finished in the last episode. This gonna also need some animal refuse stockpile. I think they are going to carry some bones and something else like leather there eventually. You have still high woods getting finished. In a moment I'm gonna see and calculate how much other stuff for our soldiers we also need. Someone just picked up some part of armor. For example, this guy has silver warhammer, steel helm, steel mail shirt, no breastplate though, I think. Steel shield also. Yeah, I have to check a little bit later how many breastplates I have created. Eventually it's gonna be much easier with a manager. Also we ran out of steel, so let's go to the metal production. Also there's a lot of coke, but I need to see where it's getting produced. This is producing iron, this is yeah, it's not getting produced at the moment, so that's okay. Only iron, steel, and also pig iron for steel. We don't have that many seeds at the moment. Also, I didn't assign anyone to plant and fruit gathering yet because I don't have anyone to spare. So we are not getting fruits and any other seeds that we could be planting outside, so creating more farms outside is kind of pointless at the moment. Let me think, what else do we need? Here is going to be a hospital. I could start creating some individual rooms actually. So let's do that. Just a little bit. We only have 10 dwarves living here. Anyway. So let's just make them a little bit happier about their living situation. Maybe even the last days before the ended invasion. Yeah, that's gonna be exactly 10 rooms. It's kind of tiring to be creating that many personal rooms, but it's only going to be done from time to time. We also need some stockpiles, ammo, cloth, sheets. It's not that necessary. Also, I need to connect this with our main base. I should just let them smelt for now. They are breeding. They are digging pretty fast. Let's see the equipment. He has a breastplate. He doesn't have. He doesn't have. I only have one breastplate. He has a handwear. All of them have handwear and headwear and shields. So it's a 3 times breastplate, 3 times greaves, and 3 times boots. So not so bad. But breastplates take a lot of steel. I think 3 steel is 1 breastplate. But well, it's a good protection. What? Outpost liaison necromancer. Okay. Oh, it's just it's a funny coincidence because there is a diplomat sent from Dwarfen Outpost who happens to also be a necromancer. So apparently the dwarfs in at least one outpost have access to necromantic books, because a character becomes a necromancer when he reads a book containing so-called secrets of life and death, and any character can become a necromancer that way. But well, in the towers we have evil necromancers who are going to attack us. So here is the diplomat from the outpost. He is basically he could take offerings for a dwarfen king in the area, and here he's asking us what kind of materials we want to import from them. I am going to be want a lot of seeds for our farms, and that's pretty much it. I don't need anything else. So that's it. I'm not gonna go over all of this potential stuff. I just want seeds for our farms, because we have a lot of metal and weapons which we can create by on our own. So to trade with them, we could also use some silver items. We have 2 silver bars left, so I'm gonna create silver, not coins, but goblets are usually very very valuable. So I'm just gonna create as many as possible. Also, he will finish the breastplate soon, so after that he should be creating the goblets for trading. Also, I don't have a trader right now, so I will set it to anyone may trade. So anyone who doesn't have a job at the moment is going to come and trade once the trade goods are finished and moved to the trade depot. Yeah, as you can see, he's already creating. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have enough big iron, I think. So I need to smelt limonite into iron. Could also dig a little bit into that direction, because there is some iron. And one of our diggers has no job at the moment. Some more beds for the personal chambers. I have a lot of copper, but copper is not that valuable, especially for trade. Yeah, It's the stuff made out of copper is usually cheap, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Also, what I can do we have... No, we don't have any more trainers. Whatever, I'm not gonna bother with it. I could try to train dogs we have to war dogs. Wait, this one silver warhammer. Yes, I printed 5 and I have 4 soldiers, so that's the warhammer. Yes, I could try to train dogs into for war, into war dogs, but I don't have anyone who has so much free time to train them at the moment. Also, I'm gonna to create some buckets so they could use them to give water to animals, and barrels to put the seeds and food into. Also, let's look at the skills of our warriors. Doesn't look that good, to be honest. Our first guy isn't even on level 1st yet, but he's close. Let me check something for a second. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. When the goblets get created, I have at least one. I think I might have enough silver for 4 maybe, but I'm gonna see about that in a moment. Also, this trade caravan is gonna stay here for a while. Here are our potential goods that we could trade. Yeah, just some raw materials. They're absolutely not valuable. I could use this menu to select goods. Goblet. Wow, I have a lot actually. Silver goblets, yeah. Just put all of them so we can buy a lot of seeds and never have problems with food. Now I told them to move all the trading goods to the trade depot. I'm not gonna sell all of it probably because seeds are pretty cheap, but it's better to have all of them in one place when we are trading. So someone should make some more steel. In a moment I'm gonna see how much and what kind of armor we still need. Okay, trader is requested at depot. Wait, water source is contaminated apparently. Okay, then stop taking water from here. Something's happened that some animals falls into it and contaminates it, but I'm not sure if that is about our main water source or if some guy just tried to just drink some random contaminated water. So how is our trading? Yeah, all the goblets are here, but they are absolutely cheap, I assume. I don't know why. I'm just gonna take some seeds. Cave wheat seeds, and they only have this one. So yeah. Okay, can I trade it? Yeah, of course he agreed. They only had one bag of seeds. And one of my goblets was worth 10 times as much, but it doesn't really matter because I can just dig to find more silver at the moment. It only requires time. And I cannot like find seeds just anywhere. At least not the kind that grows underground, right? How is the steel going? Oh, there is some equipment of our military. There's one breastplate needed. I should have 4 full armors pretty soon, and after that I'm not gonna be worrying as much about the potentially incoming invasion. But the 4 dwarfs we have at the moment I'm gonna keep as our warriors. Also, let's check the farm animals, because there was one migration and they probably brought some animals that are not assigned here. Yeah, 2 animals. We don't want them to starve from no access to the grass. Yeah, at the moment I'm just waiting for another migration. But we can set up the rooms in the meanwhile. I have enough beds. The doors are not that important. Later on I will make this all area smooth. Also the inn is gonna be smoothed. I could also create some rooms for visitors. Oh no. They are not as essential at the moment, but it will make it more likely for anyone to visit. Also, tables. We have no tables and chairs. That's pretty essential. So, 10 tables, please, and 10 rock thrones, please. It's much easier to do with a manager, which I'm going to be showcasing later. We don't have anyone free to become a manager. We needed warriors. Also, it would be nice to have a brewer. But either way, no one is going to be free to do that at the moment. So just 2 is gonna be okay. I accidentally used wood, I think, but doesn't matter. Also, yeah, breastplate is not ready yet. We shouldn't be running out of coke. Also some more beds, just a little bit. Yeah, it's already happening. Human crossbowman is visiting, and the caravan left with the suspicious necromancer. Let me see something. Am I at war with this? Yes. So they're definitely not the dwarfs of this tower. This says here that I'm at war with them, so they can ride me, and they will. try to raid our fortress. With this much population, if they raid a fortress, we are basically dead. So the warriors better train. Okay, they already have a skill of 1. They become... yeah, they're constantly becoming better, so it's okay. And they changed their names to Hammer Lords at level 5, I think, and they become legendary at level 10. But there's still some way to go for them. Start smelting and the miner has no job at the moment. So we could go a little bit deeper. Just make a small corridor here, and then I could go down from this area. There's a risk I will find an underground cave, so it's better to have a corridor in between to put some traps in case some of the monsters from the cave want to go outside through our base. And I found some coal already. Also, it would be nice to find some better resources like gold and more silver. Also, I started to run low on iron already. So someone should make some more pig iron, so all the iron I have is ready to become steel. Microline, I think it's some sort of... there's platinum for sure. And that microline also contains platinum or silver. This could go just down to level 20, let's say. There should be a cave. And let's check it out. Also, the platinum is nice. It makes... well, there's a cave already. Some migrants, yes, that's what I wanted exactly. But let's see who they are. One is a gem setter, which is kind of useless at the moment, so he's gonna be a furnace operator, of course. The weaponsmith is gonna be useful, high master weaponsmith, but he could also like do some metal smithing and armor smithing. So let's see the cave, of course. This is just some pit, but it's gonna be useful because they will be able to go there and gather spider silk for cloth. Apparently he's not able to dig down from this. Also, they want me to create a temple of the Fatal Fellowships, and also they need a priest. I don't know if I can spare a priest, but oh, there's a lot of guys here. So I could even increase our military at the moment. One engraver, which is gonna be useful. One woodcutter, which is not gonna be that useful. One fisher dwarf. He could also be a grower, a farmer. And the gem setter, the jeweler, he's gonna be a herbalist. So the fisher dwarf is going to be a herbalist. And brewer. Two blacksmiths. can basically do everything. The other blacksmith also can be a furnace operator. One of the woodcutters is gonna go to the military. Also, the engineer. He can be a mechanic. This is siege engineer and he's already a mechanic. So the one of the woodcutters. This one is new. So you are going to the army, my boy. That's pretty good already. The engraver. What with the engraver? We'll see later. He could do some engraving in the meanwhile. In this area and in the living area. So it looks better and the dwarves like it better. Oh shite! I don't want to dig. At least I can just cancel it. Yeah, I wanted to move it. Yes, just like that. So we can get the mechanics workshop going. Finally make a rock mechanism. And then create copper cages. Finally. I don't have anvils yet. Well, the goblet are not essential at the moment. Two more anvils and that's gonna be enough. Also should go to the caves, but they cannot go from here unless I make an upstairs from here. Let's see. Can create an up ramp. No, it doesn't look like they can. But what I can definitely do is digging in that direction and getting the stairs like this. Or not. Now it's good enough. They will be able to go, because this is a little bit lower, so they will be able to just go here. And then they will be able to gather. Look, he's already a hammer dwarf. And they will be able to gather cloth and silver silk. They already have enough skills to become a hammer dwarfs. So that's pretty good. Could use another planter. Gem setter con the planter. The jeweler also, because it's so slow with how they are making me wait for these farms, these two farms to finish. Okay, the mechanic guy is... I think he's making the mechanisms for traps, which is good. But unfortunately, I will have to still go out where the undead invasion happens, just to prevent them from killing all of my farm animals that are going to be outside regardless of the invasion. And of course the animals would then be turned undead and join the attacking force, so that's not a perfect scenario. Obviously, our steal situation is pretty good. So let's see what other components doing. All the breastplates are finished. I just need one. So legwear, footwear, the same. So 4 times legwear out of steel. 4 times footwear. 1 times the mail shirt. That should use most of my current steel. Also, I will be running low on coke pretty soon, so make it from coal. After that, I will also want to take all of that platinum that we have here. Also, let's see if the entrance to the caves is ready. So let's dig all that out to take some platinum, which is gonna be very good as offerings to the Dwarfen King when we want him to join our little colony. On this level, we will get temples and this kind of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By 11 is gonna be our temple template. Yeah, and they want the temple for the religion that is called Fatal Cult. I think it has something to do with necromancy, because I also encountered it on some of my other saves. So it's not a coincidence that they want this religion this close to the Necromancer Tower. Eventually, when we are victorious from the undead invasion, I will invade the undead myself. And as the loot, they usually bring necromantic books. So we could get some scholars that are necromancers and are able to become quite powerful military units, because they can raise, obviously, the dead enemies. Also, there's no connection here. So yeah, I want the necromantic books to my collection once I create a library. So is that, yes, it's all platinum, which is great. I'm gonna be creating goblets or coins with that. Anyway, the coin stockpile could be just here. Also, later I would use some ammunition stockpile. Where's the mechanism? And also, where is the mechanism? It should go to the finished goods petition. Yeah, Bart wants to join my fortress for the purpose of entertaining citizens. Obviously, I accept, because why not? This is a dormitory. We want to make it bigger for the future. To put more beds inside. I have struck some more iron. It's probably here. Because I have just one digger at a time. There's a lot of coal. It's called lignite, but it's just like a coal. You can make coke out of it. So the warriors don't have the armor on right now, but they have access to it, which is the most important part. So 4 times the boots. It's getting produced, so don't worry about this. Also, what else? Shield, breastplate, and a helmet. So, all made of steel. And that's it. It should be all I need at the moment from the military equipment. Now they just need to get skilled with swinging the hammer. Also, I probably should start gathering some of that spider silk. Oh, this is finished. No, not fully finished, but someone finally worked on it. Where did I put the silk industry? It could be just here, near all of the industry. I like to have it in one place. Also, we will probably get to some more iron while digging that direction, so it will be concentrated. And yeah, while they are at it, they could also dig in that direction to increase the stockpile for metal and coal. How is the temple building going? Yeah, it's finished. So I won't be able to afford a priest at the moment. Maybe with the next migration. So I have to create here a temple. And it's called the Fatal Fellowship or the Fatal Cult. They have 15 worshippers in this stronghold. So that has to be it. Now they just want some expensive stuff to reach a temple status. So I probably should create something out of platinum, probably a statue out of platinum, and then put it in the building. Also, having some chests would be nice, coffers. That's how they're called when they are out of rock. There's no limonite, so I'm currently out of iron. Let's see if they find anything here. So anyway, this will be that for this episode, and see you in the next part.